welcome my beautiful tea leaves. This is your Virgo reading for the month of August 2022. However, my readings are timeless, so whenever this come across to you is the time when this reading is meant for you. This is a general reading and it may not resonate with everybody. And if that is the case, please make sure to check with your moon and rising sign. Also Venus if you're looking toward the love reading. If those do not hit the spot for you, this may not be your reading for the month. You might want to check with another tarot reader. Maybe you want to check back at another time, or maybe even check my other readings and see if those resonate with you as well. Also, if you are looking to schedule a personal reading with me, the information for doing so will be listed in the description box below. That is the one and only way to schedule any sort of reading or basically anything with me. I will never reach out to anyone via social media to schedule a reading, and if you'd be so kind as to like and share this reading out, I would greatly appreciate that and you. And that would be amazing. This is the main reading for the month, and we will have a mid-month bonus reading coming out more towards the middle of the month. And just to kind of check and see if we missed anything. I call those my spot cleanse readings. And we do those because tarot is all about energy. And if the energies should happen to change at any point, which they often kind of do, there might be some new information, new advice, such and such. Also, with all that being said, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the reading. All right, Virgo. Virgo. You know what? Let's get some incense going. For Virgo this month. Let's clear up that energy right there. There we go. Come on. All right, let's clear this all up. Clear. Let's get this clear. And, we had a card fall. Let's get some shuffles in. Start working in that Virgo energy. Virgo. What's going on for Virgo for the month of August 2022? Okay, here we go. Messages for Virgo. We have the Five of Wands on the board and the Fool in reverse. We then have Seven of Wands up there. So, we got some chaotic energy going on there, Virgo. At least in this reading. Then you got the Queen of Swords. Let's move this up so you can actually see your cards there, Virgo. I had to work on getting more space. Let me see if I can just adjust this. How's that? All right. Nine of Wands in the reverse. That's good. And Ace of Cups. Okay, bottom of the deck energy. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so we're not feeling... I'm getting this might be work related. We were not feeling so good about, things going on with our jobs and how it's pouring over into our home and lifestyle, okay? But that beautiful Five of Wands in the reverse, we're not jiving well with people, which denotes here with the Seven of Wands. There's some combative energy, but you also got the Fool in reverse. So you're not trying to do things, in that come what may fashion. The Fool is at his strongest and in his peak when he is doing a forward, free-flowing movement. And right here, you're kind of, backed up, and you're having to be a little more strategic about things in order to gain the outcomes that you want. Queen of Swords denotes that you are going to be, sure-footed with your mouth. You're going to be sure-footed with your thoughts. Things that you say, speak, and do, you're going to have taken some very good time to consider the situation. Maybe that's where that Fool in reverse is coming into play. Nine of Wands in reverse. So you're going to be relieved of the struggle and burden. And if this is a work situation, a good positive outcome is coming with this Ace of Cups. But if this has to do with a, home relationship or spousal relationship or anything like that, leave old negative energy in the past. What I'm getting here is you're tripping on your forward movement because you're kind of living in the thought process of, I'm trying to be smart here and not have repetition of my past because I've had so much conflict, I've had so much self-doubt and doubt in others and people doubting me that, it's not being beneficial to you in the sense that it's still presenting itself as issue, right? It's still lingering in your head. It's still taking up real estate, in your mind rent free. But you know what? When we realize that we no longer have to confine ourselves to the ideas of the past and others, if we stop staring in that rearview mirror, good things are coming, okay? So that's what I'm seeing as the overall pretense for kind of what's going on for you there, Virgo. Like, really pay attention to your goals and where you want to go with things. If it's not necessarily romantic or job related, but I'm getting a strong pull towards more than romance. This is, or romantic relationships. This is like you just trying to move forward overall into a good, healthy space that is for you. You want new opportunities. You want that new excitement. You may have the happy life already, but it's just not going where you want it to go. Okay. Maybe it's like, I have everything I need, that I've asked for, that I've manifested, if you will, and it's just not going forward. Like, I'm not enjoying where I'm at right now, and it's not going forward the way I would like it to. Maybe you need to listen to stronger women in your world that have that endeavor and have that drive that goes forward, and they actually can create and manifest that, and they do so effortlessly and able to bring forth the energies and situations that they want. So maybe that there might be a stronger female figure that might be able to present you in proper direction. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm seeing right there. Alrighty. By the way, this month we are using the Maxwell Rainbow Tarot. This is a Kickstarter deck from a young man who decided he wanted to just draw up his own tarot, and he loves rainbows. And I got this about a month or so ago, and it is just an adorable deck. I love it so much. I will be releasing the walkthrough on this deck. It is just, I love seeing like all the hand-drawn illustrations that he did, and really, really, like, it's so easy to interpret them, like, for as young as he is. And I don't even want to mistake his age, but I'll list everything in the description box below regarding the Kickstarter, and you can read the little backstory on him and everything. But like, he really nailed some things. Like, it's not hard to see what these cards are and what scenes he's trying to illustrate, really based off of traditional Rider-Waite system, but just he did a great job, and his mom guided him through so well. All right, so we're going to get some advice moving forward from that reading. So advice moving forward from that situation particularly. Okay, there, Virgo. Let's see what we can do to minimize some of that residual energy that you might be carrying forward or anything like that. All right, let's just get some overall advice moving forward for Virgo. Got the King of Swords right there. All right, so maybe there is a woman in your life that you are really, really, as denoted by that Queen of Swords that was there. Maybe that's the woman that you're really, you want to move mountains for, Virgo. Now, there are no specific genders in the tarot, but like I said, there is a specific Virgo out there that's like, I want this person in my life to see me as the potential happily ever after, as we're seeing right here with this Four of Wands. You want that forward movement into that marriage concept, or you want that vibration there, that stability, that, your ultimate, once upon a time in your mind, you had this dream of how you wanted to end up in this world. And, with the spouse and house and picket fence and all that, whatever that dream was for you, you have it. You have the person, you have the things. Now you just need to make it happen. You need to drive it forward. And with that Knight of Swords, it's showing, make the movement now, because you can definitely obtain that. And you've got the Fool in reverse on the bottom right here. So it is showing me that when you decide to take heed and put your, mouth to your actions, put your mind focused. This is King of Swords. So swords is all your mental focus, and this is driven by air, so it's mind controlling. It's a mind component. Um, when you actually think it, see it, smell it, do it, it becomes the reality. And you've got a lot of air energy right here, Virgo, and some fire in between. So make it happen. Air fuels fire. So if you say it, speak it, and do it, it will manifest. And you know what? You need to just let yourself go from that past, from all that residual energy. I mean, you had the Fool card in reverse, which denotes, brand new blank slate, just going and doing it, letting anything hold you back, not let it's that come what may energy. I'm going to run through here with a smile on my face. And that is what it's asking of you to do. That is your advice moving forward. Alrighty, so the second component of the reading is the relationship or romance section. And the first part of the reading we're going to talk about is the singles portion. This is going to be a reading specifically for the single Virgos out there, the ones that are not in a strong committed relationship. Like you don't got the ring on the finger and the ring question isn't even coming through. This is for somebody who you could be dating or anything like that, but there's just no strong commitment, no title, in other words. We didn't change the status on Facebook, all right? So let's see what we got for the single Virgos. We get one more card for our Virgo singles this month. We're using the Romance Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtues. It's an out-of-print deck, but you can find it, eBay and stuff like that on occasions. Probably with a hyped up price point though. So I don't suggest people run out and spend an astronomical amount of money on a oracle deck just because, it's out of print. But if it's something that you like, that's a place where you can find it. So right here I'm seeing, and you're seeing too there, Virgo singles. Okay. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so keep that open mind. Stop dating your typical. Start dating people for things that, attributes, energies, things like that that are actually good for you. And you know that they're good for you when you're around that person and they spark your mental processes. Maybe it makes you think about things a little deeper. Maybe they do things that you've never considered doing. Maybe they're like world travelers and you're like, I've always kind of thought about it, but I've never really wanted to do it because it just didn't seem like it was ball in my court. Things like that. So this person may not be your typical physical person. It may not fit your physical stereotype or anything like that. But, it looks are going to change the rest of your life. Everybody's going to change. Bodies are the most, unstable thing in the world. Like some people maintain physiques their most of their life, but many don't. So, at the end of the day, we are going to get wrinkly, saggy, and crabby. So you might as well love somebody for their mind because that is something that you're going to be able to hold on to and treasure the longest. So getting to know each other, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So like I was saying, find somebody that you can have an intellectual, stimulating conversation with at the end of the day when sex and stuff like that's not on the table. You still want to be able to lay next to somebody and feel emotionally comfortable and safe and loved. And loved is not just a physical touch. Love can be this person loves my mind, this person loves my dreams, this person loves where I want to go. To have that sense of safety, to have that sense of a connection is more mind-blowing than any physical touch you're ever going to get. Trust me. And children, your love life is being affected by children. So if you don't have physical children, this could be childish behavior. All right. So maybe you're just interested in things that are just very juvenile. Maybe you want to blow money instead of saving. Maybe you're the type of person who wants to go and do things that are more in the juvenile sense, and you're not vibing in the department of drawing in your other person because of these activities you're doing. This could be somebody who's using more recreational substances, because they're just not maturing, like maybe you're out partying and drinking and going to shows and being rambunctious and stuff like that. And your other person energetically is just not in that field. So it's saying, kind of set those things back, or maybe for the specific Virgo out there, old childhood traumas are what's holding you back. All right. So that might be consideration, or it can just be literally, the fact that you have kids, as sad as that is to say, there is some people that are just not attracted to kids. Now, you know what? If that's the case, and that there's a person you want and they're just like, I don't want kids, I don't want anything to do with kids, blah, 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 get TF away from them. They aren't your person. You have children, and those are your hearts and lives and energy living outside of you. Those are your gifts from the highermost being. And as long as you're honoring them and cherishing them, the universe is going to draw you in a partner that does the same thing. So don't waste your time with people that don't want what you have. All right? Don't. So for the Virgos that are in a committed relationship, you got the ring on the finger, maybe the question's been popped, maybe you've already said the vows, or you're heading into that department where you want to ask the question. But this is definitely for the Virgos that have been in a committed relationship. You've changed the status on Facebook. It's been that way for a long time. You have a strong soul bond to this one particular person, or in some cases people. This is the reading part for them. This isn't for somebody who's, specifically trying to date around or anything like that. So let's get messages on the board for the Virgos that are in committed relationships. Let me get one more. Oops. I love doing jumpers because I feel like my messages come through so much clearer, but I dislike doing them because my cards fly over my head half the time. They're all over the place. And if you've joined me on a live reading, you know that I'm always constantly dropping cards, or they flip and fly everywhere. You know how tarot and tea gets down. Passion and magnetic and seductive qualities surrounds you at the present. Enjoy it. So right now, there's probably a Virgo out there that maybe you've got in your relationship, things are getting hotter and heavier. You're just in a season that you're like, for some reason, we're really enjoying each other, mind, body, spirit to the up 10th degree. Things are just going really, really well. When you pass from this world, take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. There is a Virgo out there with their earth grinding energy that is really rooting themselves with their person right now, that is really discovering the true bond that is love and commitment and binding with somebody. You are really solidifying your relationship right now, Virgo. You are really putting in the footsteps in the sand, your foot's in the cement to really time capsule your lives. Like, you're putting in all that groundwork, the foundation's laying, you're starting to build that castle that is going to endure the test of time. And you're if you're engaged, you're putting in that work to really just engulf yourselves in what is to come in your marriage and intensifying your relationship. Like, in other words, you're doing it the right way, and you're really rooting. You're really taking root right now. Now, there is probably a Virgo out there that is questioning, will we continue on? There's a question of some sort. Maybe you've been questioning things at all, and your answer's coming, but only time will tell. Maybe you're in a marriage that you're not sure if it's continuing on. Maybe you've experienced a separation of some sort. Will we rekindle? Only time will tell. You got to put in the work. All right. So, it's not quite lastly, but the next part, we're going to just get some general advice moving forward overall for Virgo. What are the next steps Virgo needs to do overall in life this week, this month? Let's just see what the cards say that's going to be coming forward. Let's get some advice of what we should do about this forward energy, just overall for Virgo, August 2022. Advice, 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 advice. All right, so there might be a Virgo out there that has a Capricorn in their world. You got the King of Pentacles. That's definitely Virgo energy right there. Page of Rods. That's kind of like the Page of Wands. Right here, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is a completion. So it's like worst part's over. Like, there's whatever was controlling your mind, whatever was, overwhelming you, it's going to be okay. All right. Maybe for those that were questioning their relationships, things like that, just knowing that like you can get through it. It's going to probably take you through the ringer and bring you to, dare I say, it's kind of like chemo. It takes you to the brink of death in order to revive you. That type of situation. All right. So you got the Devil card, King of Pentacles, Page of Rods, all in the upright. Controlling, dominant, manipulative, but also could be sexual energy. King of Pentacles, like right here, being in control of yourself, but don't be so consumed with the almighty dollar and tangible things, okay? Don't let those things control you, because it'll keep you so fixed on that your movement will be very minimal forward, all right? With other things, with other endeavors that you want. Now, if you're dealing with specifically if you're dealing with a Capricorn to the specific Virgo, this is something that, it's telling you to lock things down, do the right things, get that amazing job, all that stuff, make that forward movement, but don't go beyond your means, okay? Don't run before you can walk. Don't walk before you can crawl. That situation, okay? So take things slow and steady in order to achieve greatness, in order to move past things that once held you back, all right? So slow and steady movement, all right? All right? Take control of things. To be, be the one that, is the controlling factor. Don't let other things control you. So we're going to close this off with an oracle card for the just some overall guidance. How's that? The Gentle Creatures Wisdom deck is going to be providing us with that today. Virgo, I just did Taurus's reading. So let's see what advice the universe is giving us. Let's just get this closer here. Let's close this off. See what we got here. So you got the Drift card. Get one more. Taurus got two. Let's get one more for Virgo. I got this candle burning that smells so yummy, but it's making me want to yawn. There we go. Drift and Gift. Okay. So right now, Virgo, just slowly, steadily going through things and enjoying things. There is, a beauty behind that. There is a being present and enjoying what is there type quality to that time, and that in and of itself is a gift to you. Being able to, that slow and steadiness allows us to really take in things. So there's no need to rush, like, the card said in the advice, there's no need to rush forward in things that are going to be happening on their own divine time anyway. So just enjoy the ride right now. Just kind of look around. It's like sitting in the back seat while your parents are driving you to the vacation. Instead of worrying so much about like, oh my God, when are we getting to Disneyland? And seeing that as the ultimate goal, you miss out on like the cool roadside, road signs. You miss out on that quality time of listening to music in the car. If you're a parent, and you're so trapped in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, you forget that there are some magic moments that happen on that trip. You forget like hearing your, like I said, going back to the car thing, you miss hearing your kids singing that funny song, like eventually those are going to become just memories. After that moment, it becomes a memory. So enjoy the ride while you're on it, so you don't miss out on anything that you may want to keep for the rest of your life inside your heart. All right, Virgo. It was a pleasure reading for you as always. And just a heads up, every Sunday night we go live at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern to do a live all signs reading with open chat where you can kind of, sit there, have a good time, learn some stuff about the tarot, get a reading for your sign for the week. It's a blast. So hopefully to see you all there. Once again, please give this a like if you enjoyed it. Please comment below if you enjoyed the messages or if you would like to see anything different regarding your sign. If it resonated with you, let me know that too. Share this out so that more people can get the messages that might be something they need to hear for that month. It might connect some dots for them, and we want to make sure those get out there. Alrighty. Once again, thank you so much, Virgo, and I'll see you sometime between now and forever. Take care.